show you the settings and the menu of the X120 charger from Howie King. And this is the main screen. You see on the left the present settings. I go quickly through the menus and show you the possible options. So we have the LiPo type, so you can choose either LiPo, lead acid batteries or something else. Most case you use LiPo. You can set the cells, so how many cells you use. I have 3-cell battery right now for charging. I show the charge process in another video. So you can choose the mode, which is balancing storage to the storage voltage, which is 3.8 volts per cell. You can only charge without plugging the balancer. You can discharge, maximum is 3 amps. You can do a fast charge, so he don't look at the single cell voltage and charge the LiPo the fastest way. And you have also a checker which shows you the settings of your current state of your battery, which cell voltage and overall voltage, and also the voltage drop. So when you use your battery, you can graph the use, but yeah, that leaves the charger connected to the battery while using it. It's not what you want to do. It's not what you want to do. So choose balance. You can set the current up to 10 amps with 0.1 amps to 10 up to 10 amps. I set to 10 amps because I use the CP compact batteries. They can take up to 5C charge. It's a discharge rate set to the maximum. So you can store now these settings to one of the 6 possible options. So I have here a 3S balance, 10 amps charge, 3 amps discharge, and also 3S balance, 1 amp discharge, 3 amps. So start with this. You can load the settings back. Here in the user settings, you can set the cutoff low input. So when you connect the charger to your car battery, you can start the car after charging. So I set to 10.5 volts because when I charge with 10 amps, the voltage drops really quickly because it's actually cold outside. I tested this tomorrow. I will test this tomorrow with my car. So with the cutoff temperature, there is no connection port on the front for a temperature sensor, so I think this is the internal temperature. You have the cutoff capacity, so when he puts 6 amps to a battery, he stops charging. Normally I don't use this setting, but you can switch off like the Turnigy chargers. You have cutoff time, so after 90 minutes of charging he cuts off and see if something goes wrong, but 90 minutes with 10 amps, your LiPo was already blown up. Here's the LiPo check time. You can switch up to 60 minutes and minimum is 5 minutes. Then NI battery delta check for switch off on the older batteries. The rest between cycle means when you do a charge and decharge cycle, how long he will wait until he recharge or decharge again. The cycle times goes up to 6 times, and 1 time is the lowest setting, so 1 time makes no sense, so you can charge or discharge normally. Otherwise he will discharge and charge. This is 1 cycle, I think. So you have the backlight settings. 10 or 0, you see it's reacting. You can set the buzzer, so no, when you go here he will make noise with every button, so I don't want this. Funny thing is the language. You have also German, French, Italian, and Chinese, but nothing of them will be selectable. So yeah, there are languages, but you can't use it. The only thing that works is English. On the left side you see the current settings you have. When you go to more, you see other settings. And also what we did was touch off, so we can go back. So when I hit start, I don't have a battery connected, so I hit start and yes, he doesn't detect a battery, so I switch this off. Here on this screen, when you charge, you have all the bars going up, so you have the voltage of your LiPo. You have the charge rate, so when I charge with 10 amps, it will be around 10 amps. You have the milliamps you put it in the battery. I think this is the environment temperature. You have the time which we will charge, in this red bar goes forward. You have the watts you draw actually, you have the average cell voltage. Here are the cells of your battery. And you have all the settings on the left. Input voltage, actually I use a forest battery. The type, the mode, the cells, and the time you have used for charging. It will, I think, correspond with this bar on the left. So I will show you in another video when I charge with 10 amps one of my battery connected to the lead acid battery of my car. This will be in the next video. Thank you.